Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Third Age Total War, Massive Overhaul submod, and we join right into this video, straight into the battle, just to save a bit of time. Hopefully, the enemy should be, yes, exactly where I want them to be, right in front of me. Giving my archers plenty of time to rain hell down upon them. Reminds me though, let's get rid of skirmish mode. The last thing we need is all of my troops routing like crazy people. The second all my guys get in range, we should be able to do some decent stuff to them. Don't want to do with these guys though. These are wolfmen, if you will. They turn into bears or something if they get them enraged enough is the word I was looking for there. Now, they are removing their troops around, so if we quickly group the majority of these gentlemen. I might be risking it a little bit. I'm not too happy about that, but... we're going to remove them a little bit, because otherwise these archers over here aren't going to be in range and aren't going to get much job done. I'm just kind of hoping that they... There you go. Keep all these guys nice and happy. Get off ×2. I don't need to worry about that. Send them against the Warg Riders.
Good tidings.
There goes our captain.
The general lies dead.
I wonder if any of these gentlemen actually turn into bears. I'm pretty fucking sure they do. They're like werewolves or something. Not entirely familiar with what they actually do, but whatever. May as well send some of our troops in. Yeah, move our archers up a little bit. Get rid of those fucking ballistas while we're here. Hopefully our archers will do some considerable damage. I doubt we don't have any cavalry, so catching up with these guys is going to be sort of hard.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Should be able to get a decent volley of arrows into the side of these guys' formation. Bring these ladies up here. Get them to attack. Just trying to cut down as many orcs as we can. Anyone that's wondering what army this is that we're playing as, it's the one near the river from last time around. I figured I'd just jump right into the game and start it off where it is this time around. Okay, may as well stick it on ×2 and speed up things a little bit. At least surround these guys.
The enemy army flees the field.
May as well continue the battle, kill as many of them as we can. Are we actually catching any of these guys? Yeah, we are cutting down some of them as they run. Gentlemen, fall the fuck back before you get your asses kicked by arrows. Now let's see how far these little orcs get. I'm thinking not very far. Run for it! Look at those arrows, just... Oh, look at that guy. I almost feel sorry for these little shits. Good lord. Hide behind the tower! Hide behind the tower! Damn, they're effective. They're seriously fucking impressively effective. Okay, may as well stick it on ×6 now and just run down the remainder of these dudes. Stop those archers before they accidentally kill some of our guys. I think the casualties were minimal, to be honest.
We have won here today.
No, did lose quite a few, actually. Probably some of the friendly fire. Not moving my troops quick enough, maybe, but I don't know. Could have lost less, but meh, we won. A victory is a victory. But this army will kick some serious ass and attack the orcs after we execute them.
We've defeated their wretched armies.
Be wary. For the light! Be wary.
But yeah, this army will go over here, join up with Legolas at Goblin Town.
Conceal our movements.
And I think, I don't know, maybe we'll, yeah, I think Legolas will leave Goblin Town. We'll leave it fully garrisoned, and then we'll take out the Orc Outpost. Mainly so that all of this is garrisoned, and we don't have to worry about anything north of the Mystic Mountain, other than the Orcs at Gundabad, which should leave us alone, in theory, for a bit. Yeah, what else are we building? There's not much, really. This place is pretty much done. You can't recruit anything else. We're kind of at our peak for cash, I think. Not in much that we can build. We're still waiting 5 turns to get that, and then we can recruit the Great Dance Guild.
Come, my brother.
We'll keep the king there for now. If he gets attacked, he'll have a huge advantage being on the bridge like that. And hopefully, the king will be able to join up with Legolas and take out the Orc Outpost. That's the plan, anyway. I literally just remembered something. Prince Legolas the Just now. He is, apparently. Anyway, yeah, I just remembered something. Rather than calling it Goblin Town and stuff, thinking if we... I was going to look up to see exactly what this area is called, but I think it's called the High Pass or something, so we'll just call it... High Pass, and... I don't know, it might be wrong. It rings a bell for that general area. Like I said, my lore knowledge for this kind of thing is pretty much the films, and that's about it, so... If need be, I will change it in the next part. I'll check and see if it's all canon to the lore and everything. I'm pretty sure it's called the High Pass or something.
Elves.
Not the actual town, but the pass area around this general area of the Misty Mountains and all that.
Follow me.
Come, my brother. I will defend my people.
Okay, what do we do here? We,
Yes, my lord.
Elven warriors.
Be wary.
I think we get all of our good troops.
Elves.
My lord.
Elven warriors. For the light. Swiftly.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Just to get a standing of where we are at, exactly.
Be wary.
For the light. Elven warriors. Come on.
Yes, my lord.
For the light.
Onward.
Ready, elves. For the light.
Come, my brothers.
Yes, my lord.
Attack 6/6. Charge bonus. I'm trying to think in what army do we send up north and what army do we keep down here.
My lord.
Elven warriors. Follow me. For the light.
My lord.
Swiftly.
Be wary.
Elven warriors. For the light. Come on. This is for the light.
Okay, who's better? The Mirkwood Spearmen or the Stalkers? Both got the same... Actually, the Spearmen are better. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Spearmen.
Onward. Be wary.
Elves.
Come, my brothers.
Elven warriors.
I will defend my people.
Come on. Follow me.
Yes, my lord.
Elves. For the light.
Onward.
Okay, let's just turn down the tax on this for a second until we get more troops in there. I'm thinking Town Watch might be a good idea, or the Boa. Actually, Market might be nice for some increased income, because that's what we're really going to need when we go against Mordor.
Follow me.
I'm thinking Legolas will stay in the High Pass. Doesn't that sound better than calling it Goblin Town? Whether or not High Pass is actually what it's called, that general area of the Misty Mountains, we'll find out after this recording, and I'll change it if need be. But for now, I think that's a nice little improvement onto it, rather than calling it Goblin Town.
Be wary.
But yeah, we'll join up with these guys, and this guy will lead the forces up here, join up with the king, and take out the Orc Outpost up there. That's a plan, anyway.
Yes, my lord.
Hopefully we'll have enough forces to do this.
My lord.
Kind of 50-50 bet. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to have it or not. But yeah, we are about to find out. We've got some rather large orcs shown up down here. being led by those dudes.
Stick you.
See, that's why originally I did think about attacking up north and attacking down south at the same time, but that would leave High Pass completely undefended if I went around. And I have no idea precisely how many troops they have down there.
Sire.
It probably outnumbers me quite considerably.
My lord.
By the light of Elbereth!
Sire. Like the wind.
The good thing with Legolas is we should be able to keep the High Pass on, yeah, very high tax. And still very happy.
Be wary.
Reinforcements.
Yes, my lord.
I will defend my
And these guys form a nice little bundle of dudes that we can bring up here and join up with the king.
For the light.
Onward! Come, my brothers. Onward!
Stay
Not quite
alert.
sure whether or not that was the best of ideas, bringing him up this early, but oh well.
Yes, my lord.
Hopefully we'll have enough forces to join up, or probably knock off some of the weaker units that we don't need. But otherwise, it should be pretty cool. I'm actually getting 2,000 or so every turn. I think we'll save up the cash and keep recruiting down here, I think, eventually. I mean, we buy that one guy now, and we won't have enough to build anything else, so I'll leave it for a bit. What's this place at? Normal tax. Okay, 3 turns, and we've got that done. Now, hopefully, because I've left a full garrison at the High Pass, if that place isn't called the High Pass, I'm gonna hit myself afterwards. We'll change it if it's. I'll check afterwards on the Wikipedia, which is where I get all of my Lord of the Rings information, if not from the comments. So yeah, we'll check and change it in the next part if need be. But I'm pretty sure it rings a bell. I know I made one video called the Battle at High Pass or something because it was around Goblin Town. So yeah. Anyway, next turn. Now, there is a good reason why I brought a spy along in this little army here to do this. Aha! There's an entire another army of orcs. Hopefully we should be able to get them.
Be wary.
Scout the area.
I'm not entirely completely certain about that, but we might be able to get them.
Come, my brothers.
For the
Okay,
light.
now we need to figure out what's going to go where exactly.
Elven warriors.
Do we have any wounded units in this? Just this one archer unit, which we should be able to group up with this archer unit
Yes, my lord.
and make into
Elven
a
warriors.
single archer unit.
Yes, my lord.
There's no upkeep on these guys. Weird. But nevertheless, we need to make some room for them.
Follow me.
I will defend my people. Come, my brothers. By the light of Elbereth.
Break away. For the light.
Okay, who do we bring
Yes,
to
my lord.
3?
Elven warriors.
Onward.
This is the way.
And we've got 4 more spots left.
lord.
So I'm thinking, is it worth bringing these guys along? They do have some awesome attack.
Elves. My lord. Swiftly. Sire.
And we've got 2 more
warriors.
spots.
Elves.
Yes, my lord.
Do we have
Come,
any
my
wounded
brothers.
spear militia in here at all? Nope, not really.
Elven warriors.
So it's just a case of extra cannon fodder, really.
For the light.
Yes, my lord.
Wooden swordsmen.
This is the way. Elves. Elven warriors.
And these guys
my
can
lord.
go bye-bye.
Follow me.
Over here, elves.
Like the wind.
Come, my brothers.
Follow me.
My lord, looking for
Elves.
Okay, what are the chances that they're going to be nice enough to come to me? Very fucking slim, I'd say. Think we could take them? I don't know, we don't have a lot of archers. And that's where the elven strength comes from, really.
Follow me.
So it's kind of like a dodgy move, no matter what we do. We have almost built the dance hall. 2 more turns. There you go. Build those 2 guys. Let's just check on the Legendarion Elves down here. They're still holding their ground. It seems Mordor's content with just kind of ignoring them, which is fine with me, really.
Yes, my lord.
If they want to do that, they can do that. The Orcs are sitting put for now, which is good. I can retrain these guys. I don't think it's retraining them, but I think it's improving them a little bit, so we'll do it anyway. I think we'll end the turn. Maybe the Orcs around here will attack me, which will be nice, because I want to separate him from the giant host, but probably not, so I'll probably have to take the fight to them. So yeah, next turn. The Orcs in the Misty Mountains actually tried to sue for peace for a second there. Stupid bastards. I'm not suing for peace. I'll probably regret that in a minute, but not for a while, methinks. I'm thinking the increase in tradable goods is probably the way to go for this for now, just because more money and more troops we can build, and we are going to need more troops. In 2 turns we've got that, and I believe like 1 more turn, and we've got the Great Dance Guild. The question is, do we attack the Orcs now and hope to hell that we can take it, or not? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Come, my brothers.
My lord. Leaving the army.
What kind of info we got on them? Shitty general. You know, same everyday crappy orc troops, to be honest.
I'm gonna stick you.
The real question is whether or not we'll be able to attack them. I don't know.
Sire,
Fuck it.
take it for the elves. Lead to ruins.
Probably a bad idea, but
Your weapons ready, elves. Follow
we'll
me.
do it. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, this is where we need the High Elves to come out of their pretty little cities and help out a bit. I'm thinking we retreat and see if they follow us.
There's still time to save our people. Elves, we must give up the road.
I don't think they followed us, but they have been stupid enough to leave the safety of their Orc Outpost. So, if they're far enough away, we should be able to attack them without their reinforcements. In theory. In other words, probably not. We got some more Orcs outside High Pass as well, which is not nice. Not nice at all. Now it's time to proclaim a new great kingdom of the Sindarai. That's a wrong game, Zol. Wrong game.
Elves.
There you go. We have now reformed the Elven Kingdoms. Or Kingdom. Yeah, which gets us Ents as well, which I just remembered that we can get. It should actually be quite helpful. You only get 1 unit of them. But Ents definitely fucking helpful units. Is this the only place that I can build them, I guess? No, I can build them here as well. What else can we build around here, though? Let's build a... increase some trade a little bit. We will build the Ent house in a bit, actually, because it's going to be quite fucking useful. There's no way this army can do any real damage against me.
Sire.
My lord. Yes, my lord. Gathering intelligence.
Okay, we have busted into this guy's army.
I'm gonna stick you.
Come, my brothers.
Whoa, where the
Sail them.
fuck did that take me?
Take it for the elves.
Hey, there you go, look. Now we can go into battle against these guys. Now the question is, do we attack him, or... Whoa, what? Okay. Sort of...
Engage!
Alright, yeah, okay, we don't have to attack him just yet. I'm thinking, because we only have 5 minutes, so there's no way we could fit that into an entire thing.
My lord speaks highly.
Where is... I should have like a diplomat somewhere around here. We have that spy, don't we? But that's the thing. If we can get rid of this army right here, which we can quite easily do, we get rid of them, and then we can move on the Orc Outpost and wipe that out as well. In theory. I'm kind of thinking in the back of my head, so I'll change all of the names so that you can pronounce them. Town 1, Town 2. But no, the Ents sort of act like Balrogs, in a sense. They're sort of like the Elven Balrogs. Kinda. Big ass. And awesome units. You can only have one max available. Is that like for the entire faction, or like one unit for one faction at one time kind of thing, or one for each settlement that has an Ent house in it? Forest has recovered from the shadow. The forest is now nearly alike to the state of the forest of Fangon. This is why the Ents have returned here. The return of the Ents to the forest is a clear sign of its health. In other words, the tree people are here, and we're going to force them into slavery into our military. Welcome back to the forest, tree people. Now, attack our enemies. Or burn. We could change this place to Crazy Person Town. It's where that wizard with the bunnies is, as I recall. But yeah, we will, we should look at Fairground. Actually, will greatly increase the tax income from that place. So I think, what's this settlement like? Yeah, we've got trade, and yet public order is still a bit iffy, because I can't put it on any higher tax rating without some garrisoning there, which we do not have the troops for at the moment. These guys are doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Although the dwarves haven't actually moved on anyone just yet. Don't appear to.
Stopping here, my lord.
Yeah, I'd like to see how much stuff I get from that. Can I build merchants? There must be a way to build merchants, surely. Diplomat, Tavern, Spy. I don't know, is there... I've never actually even bothered... I never usually bother with merchants, but... The gold mines can sometimes give you like 1,000 per turn if you get a good enough merchant, so it's kind of like having an entire new fucking city. And it is quite helpful at points. So it would be quite a nice little addition if we could find merchants. There must be a way, surely. Or maybe there isn't, I don't know. I do not know. Are the Ents the only things that we get, or maybe we're gonna like, maybe we unlock new units in the next turn or something. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, guys, we'll end it here. When we come back, we will focus mainly on taking back the Orc Outpost, because we're going to have one battle with that guy, and then another entire battle taking the actual outpost itself. Eventually we'll build some Ents, because they are going to be quite useful. I'd quite like them when we move on Mordor, definitely. Quite handy when we move on Mordor. When we take the Orc Outpost, we'll rename it to Elven Outpost, or I'm thinking Outpost Alpha. or something like that. We'll rename it so it's not Orc Outpost. But we're going to have to leave at least at half a garrison there, just in case of assault from any other enemies in that general direction. They're probably too busy with the dwarves and the free peoples to worry around with us, in theory. But, you know, better safe than sorry. We can actually afford... I mean, we're still getting about 2,000 or so cash every turn, so... in theory, we should be perfectly fine for a bit. But, yeah, once we no longer have to worry about this, and we've just got half a garrison at that outpost, we can focus our efforts on slowly pushing towards Moria, and hopefully wiping out the fucking orcs of the Misty Mountains once and for all. Once they're dealt with, we can, obviously... well, it depends on the situation with our little buffer here, which appears to have lost most of its garrison. Not very fucking reassuring, but yeah, not very reassuring at all. There's a Mordor town right there. Yeah, now I can actually see the Mordor town. It has a nice go on it. So yeah, it depends on that. But once the Orcs and Misty Mountains are dealt with, we will either 1, focus on Mordor, or 2, if we have enough time and things are looking bright enough and sunny, and you know, if we aren't getting arse raped by that point, we can turn our attention to the Orcs of Gundabad and completely remove any threat from the west. That means we can focus all of our military strength on marching into Mordor. Maybe even finding the ring if we can and taking it to Mount Doom, which would be the first time that I've ever done that. So yeah, should be pretty cool. Annotation top right hand side, I will see you there. That's all for now, guys. Soul out.